Hey everyone, Merric here. We're back in the wonderful world of Tides of Numenera, or as I like to call it, Torment, Tides of Num Num. And I guess we could talk to some merchants. I don't know. Most selection of migrant city right here for you samples. Okay. Out of stock? Pre-orders available? Let's talk to the kid. The child skids to a halt and rubs his forehead with his grimy forearm, leaving arrow tracks of dirt across his ruddy skin. Hey, Shuva, he pants, shading his eyes from the sun, grinning at you. Never seen you before. This is going to be interesting if I can't read. What does Shuva mean? Has that changed too? Huh? Conscious light in her eyes. Really? You never heard it? Lie, it sounds familiar. What does it mean again? Relief flashes across child's face. It's a nickname for adults. Not a mean one, not really. Some adults are nice to kids, right? Pat the kid on the head. Here's a flower, a bit of dash, whatever. But some are not so nice. They curse. They shove us aside when we're in the way. Yeah, kids remember shoving more than smiles, right? No Shiva. Good. At least some things are the same. How do you like playing in the market? Not always, but it's better than school, eh? No, not really. You should go to school. You should get an education. And I like watching Zaofi make sculptures. The ones that go sharp and curly remind me of some of the monsters on the side of the Skara Hall. Okay. Yeah, Shuva. It's a building at the center of town, thousands of hands tall. I mean, that wouldn't be very tall. It's just a hand. With a mural on the side of Zafi's sculpture, but flat and in purple rock. I don't think you can miss it if you're looking for it, eh? Okay. Why are you so dirty? I don't know. Paja and Killinor make me wash twice a day. I guess dirt likes me. Alright. My parents? You mean Paja and Killinor? They're watching me until my Mard or Ciro come back for me. What? Huh? Jerome says, looking at you as puzzled, asking him what his hands are for. Mard, Ciro, my parents, you asked me about them. Paja and Killinor take care of me until they come back. That's another one, isn't it? No wonder Paja doesn't like me talking to people. Wariness steals over his expression. He bites his lip as though he fears that he said too much and is trying to hold the rest of the words in. Alright, later.
Right.
Let's talk to the sculpture. The portly man, cracked and bleeding hands, are always moving, picking fretfully at his thick lips, running through his thinning hair, or molding aimless shapes in the air. His clothes are marked with paint, dust, and dried blood and clay. His eyes brim with frustrated tears. He said his strangely familiar sculptures arrayed behind him. A soul like slivers of ice, he mutters, fingertips long, shriveled, sharp, screams trapped in flesh. She holds him in place. She's killing him. He's not looking at her. Why? Why isn't he afraid? No. He claws absently at his sparse beard. What am I not seeing? What am I missing? Who was he? What is he feeling? Without that, I can do nothing. Alright. Everything, he says without a moment's pause, effortlessly drawing you into a self-directed tirade. Every detail is almost right, which means everything is wrong. Okay. I am Zafi, stonecarver, sculptor, divine painter of living eyes, and then this challenge, my greatest work, my talent has finally abandoned me, sweeps a scornful hand at sculptures. Behold my art, wanderer, witness these dull stumps, these crude replicas of a sublime meaning. What is it you think I've made? Anamnesis. I don't remember what that word is. Try to recall the sculpture, why the sculpture looks so familiar. Oh, it's my memory. Alright. 80% chance we failed. Shit. God, it's even worse than I thought. You can't tell what you're looking at. I have no idea. And why would you? I barely understand it myself. Man, that was a lot to fail. Damn, I failed a 20% chance. Or I landed a 20% chance failure. Damn. Dominant tides have shifted. You think I'm trying to sculpt a killer? He says, and immediately correct himself. Of course I am. I've succeeded, in fact. She's a beauty. Blue tides have raised a tiny amount? What the hell's blue tides? No, the source of my ruin is this damnable man. The moment he fell, I ran for the street. Okay. What about the creature? What? Or what a surprise. Yes, let us ignore the incandescent flare of the stranger's brief life and focus on the murderer. She is so much more glamorous. What is it you want? That's what you want, isn't it? It's what everybody wants. Like so many, he wants to flash and flourish, but humanity is truly what inspires. No, I want to see this moment fully to understand why it inspires you so much. Dominant tides have shifted. Red tides! I don't know what that means. Oh, of course. Flattered blush rising in his cheeks, I captured her as I saw, perfectly. See the dexterous overlong fingers of flesh formed of shrieking prey, but there is more to that moment than even I could capture. Oh, I gained XP for that. In studying her from my window, I knew she did not belong in our world, and yet I could not help but see her there, as though she was forcing me to accept her presence. Zulfi licks his lips. To look upon her, to see death made flesh, and yet her victim saw her and did not flee. Why? What granted him such bravery that when we lesser creatures cower among the night? Tell me about that person. They are a cult and a curse. They would have you believe they exist to preserve the great works of humanity, to celebrate life. You may even believe them until you smell their breath. The truth is they squat in their underbelly chapel eating corpses and claiming it gives them powers. Interesting. Cannibals. Ha! If only my efforts could be limited so. I've sculpted the blasted moment in marble, granite, and clay. I've painted it on oil and blood. It even flows... What is this guy doing? It even follows me into sleep. Okay. He turned around. Where I weave the scene from clouds and dream stuff. A frustrated tear rolls down his cheek. Even those were flawed. Making a note. All right, cool. We got a quest. Sorrow's Prey. Let's talk to the slaver. Don't talk to me. Talk to the boss. Okay. Are you the boss? Yes. He's a fresh one. I can smell it on him. Come to buy a slave cast off? If you've come to me, you must want something of the sort. How do you know I'm a cast off? The tattoo. I've had dealings with your kind before. I know about you. She rakes her fingers through her hair as if anything, the motion serves to obscure her vision even more. So cast off. I have information you might want. Of course it comes at a price. What kind of information? A prize. A price. You think you'll get it from me that easily? I don't think so. I know your type, you cast-offs. Not a one of you can be trusted. I give you this information, you're gone before I can collect my price. So you'll forgive me if I decline to say outright what secrets I hold. Smart.
Remember that.
Okay. One of my wards has run off. She's taken a head wound. Not my doing. And I've been watching after her. I don't know where she's gone, but I suspect she's headed to the cliff's edge. Plenty of other urchins clamoring about the place, and she'd find it easy enough to blend in. Sadly, my troop and I are detained here, so we cannot go ourselves. These lack nibbers are tired of hunting her. Damned girl hides well, too well. She's a scrawny child named Rin. Head wound, but it's covered by dark curly hair. Has a little necklace around her throat. Babbles about her gods. Go get her for me, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Answer a few other questions first. Who are you? I'm a slaver. Not the last person you want to make it. I'm the last person you want to make an enemy of. I've got a reputation for coming through on my word. Nothing else needs to concern you. Word of the truth? You want to deal with them? Be my guest. Those pompous Aeon priest ears up by the governor's square think they can unlock the secrets of the past, but they're not focusing on what's important, which is creating for the future. They say they're studying, learning, but the fact is they're not doing anything useful. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Cult of the Changing God. Her lip curls. Delusional meaning seekers. They spend their time chasing their imaginary deity, ignoring what it means to be alive. Oh, what has he done now, they say. Can I tongue his divine arse? As if knowing his life makes theirs any better. Yeah. Oh, shit, I don't even know what that means. Dominant tides have shifted. Red tide raised a small amount. Nah, not what I expect to hear from someone of your age, but at least you're not entirely stupid. Don't think our shared opinion makes us friends, though. Oh, I think the little red bit makes us friends. Man, I don't know what the tides are. Okay. It's not so bad, not horrific. Almost no one sells them for parts anymore. Fact is, most of them go down to the Bloom, where they can work off their debt to society by opening a maw or two. It's not a forever thing, it's a punishment. I have questions. Ask someone who cares. I think the city's a sewer. Alright. What the fuck are the tides? I don't understand. Bonded. Dominant tide red. The red tide represents emotion, passion, and change. People attuned to this tide value responsive actions and living life to the fullest. Artists, revolutionary warriors, and firebrands are often attuned to this tide. Oh. Okay. It's a character type.
I'm ready.
Well, how about that? Let's examine this sculpture. Ah.
Fine.
Oh, there's the people. He's so beautiful. I do hope we're a good home for him. Alright, turning, you see the object of their attention, young boy darting between the stalls and playing. Yeah, where'd he learn those words? You know, children, she said, brief, unconvincing laugh. Mind's like an open bag, catching every bit of truth that gets thrown in the way. Pay him no mind. Skist. He's asking a lot of questions. Is that your son? Yes, he says firmly, still watching the boy, but wary stillness has spilled into his posture. She swats his shoulder, and there's more punch than playfulness. Not yet, she says. We adopted Jerome. We're waiting to see how he feels about that. Aren't we, Kellinor? His eyes flicker stubbornly. He does not respond. Go away, go away. Okay. Why'd you decide to adopt? Well, Kellinor and I, we've been together for how long? Years, Kellinor says. Let's see how long this one lasts. And we know we want children, so we tried and tried and we tried a lot. Some days I barely had time to put my clothes on before Kel took them off again. Interesting, go on. Paja raises her eyebrows but continues. Well, there was poor Kel practically falling asleep on the shift, forgetting his trousers half of the time, and me with nothing to show for it but a glow on my cheeks. Clearly, we were working with a barren field. Our faulty seed, Kellinor adds, deadpan, does run in the family. So we decided to find a child who needed a home rather than getting old and trying to make one of our own, Paja says. That answer your questions? Gonna need more details. Oh, blue tide! What brings you here? Jerome likes it here. Certain expression around his eyes softens somewhat. We don't have much time between shifts or money to spend on fripperies. I don't know what fripperies are. So we bring him to the market where he can watch him. We can watch him play. It's better than night at a theater. Okay.
All right.
Kid. Where'd you hear the words? I'm not allowed to tell adults about that or about where I'm from. His gaze steal to the two people. Don't ask, eh? I'm in so much trouble. I'm not sure what I did. Persuasion. Oh, I couldn't go up? I can't. Sorry, Shuva. Well, crap.
Of course.
Well, it looks like that kid's stuck to whatever fate he's in. He's gonna die. Couldn't save him.
Yes.
Oh well. The crier. The town crier.
On it.
Alright, whatever. I gotta find... Oh, it's a mutant. Ew.
Yes.
Cool.
Go.
Why is he so excited? He's like, yes, go, touch it. Oh, a cast off. One I've never seen. Excuse me, sir. My friend and I were having a discussion, and woo. Her partner is an unnaturally tall man, gaunt, sour face, blah blah blah. It is an honor. He collects himself. If I might impose on your time for a moment, will you tell me about your tattoo? How did you shape it? Do you know why it differs from the others? I'm having trouble placing him. Could it be? I need more time to question him. Others? Do you mean other cast-offs? Yes! Revered one, your siblings. Your child changing God, and his mind saw the world through your eyes. He gained knowledge in your body, and has done so countless times over the centuries. The tattoo on your head marks you. We theorize as a role to play in the creation of you. His cast-off shells. You're welcome here, revered one. We stand ready. Have you any questions for us? Cult of the Changing God. Yeah. Tell me about the city. Yeah. What do you know about the sorrow? She shudders, touches herself ritualistically on the forehead and on her lips. A monster's deepest nightmare. I heard that it wants you dead. Everyone in the Holy One's creation, all dead. I don't know why, but it hates you. What can you tell me about my sire? You mean the most accomplished inventor of our time? The hero of Sega's Cliff? The man who dodged death itself? The Time Weaver? The man who destroyed the Tabat? Oh, we have so much to say. She catches self-perceptions with whatever. Do you know anything about a device called the Romance Chamber? Rumor, conjecture... Oh, Resonance Chamber, not Romance. Ah! I don't know anything about it. Was told you might. I'm certain now we haven't met this one. We don't know, though. It takes this article of faith. The resonant chamber will save you. I do not recognize you. You do not match any description we have recorded. Wait, let me remember your face. Oh my, you're new, are you? Are you the changing god? Can it be? No. As I thought, you are a cast-off, one of his children. There's no shame in such a thing. Many cast-offs have come to our attention, and some of them have sought to deceive us, so they might seem more important. If you are as new as we suspect, it is better for us to know the truth of your existence than to bluster and lie. Are you sure you're not? She says, no. Why would you lie about that? But you're new, aren't you? You're new. Have you decided what you'll do, what you'll be? Your sire's other children have done amazing things, amazing, and no doubt you will as well. Okay. We're gonna skip some of this. Do you have any idea how to fix the clock? We have tried. I've applied the order of truth. I've spoken to eminent seekers of knowledge. We've sent for wisdom, blah, blah, blah. We believe your sire created the device, or had a hand in it, perhaps. Perhaps you can find an answer where others have failed, and then we can help you. You will have our boundless gratitude.
All right.
Examine the machine. Oh. You pull your hand away, the memory strikes powerful. Someone took a club to your chest. There's faintness sound and metal sliding against leather. You slap a hand on the central clock face, activating the clock and arcane powers. You're not sure what it will do to them, but it's better than what they'll do to you. There's a flash. Arcs of energy stretch out from the clock over your shoulders to your would-be attackers. You don't see what happens to them, but they quickly disappear along with their screams. The last shreds of memory fade and swirl energy passes through your body. Cold barbs prick every muscle. Suddenly, tidal forces arc from the clock. 3 ancient devices, the cultist's encampment. The clock recognizes something inside of you, or maybe vice versa. Either way, you have inadvertently activated the nearby devices. That's pretty. Oh. Look at that. I did a thing.
I'm going.
Let's reach for him. Your hand passes straight through the clock face. The figures in the entire structure as if it's an entire machine wasn't there. Alright. Let's go check that out. The control panels. God, this game is just really interesting. As you approach the device, circus minor changes around you. People dress differently and speak differently. Whole new structures appear, including an enormous building rising from the edge of the square. You look down on the device, a series of images flit across the surface. They don't appear to relate to the changes around you. You see faces of other people and places, all of them familiar. Look more closely. Okay. Examine the images on the surface of the device. As soon as you focus on them, you feel the warmth of your head where your tattoo is. The images respond to your thoughts, slowing and changing at your whim. It's something about your body that allows you to do this, which perhaps means that only you can even see these images. You immediately recognize a picture of the piece's memory, specifically 3 memories you saw back in the fathoms of your mind. Let's go to the city under siege. Some may know this memory is ancient. Might have occurred 1,000 years ago. A man and a young girl race through the streets of Saga's Cliff. All around them, the city is attacked by a terrible people. The Tabat, you recall. The man takes an ancient machine somewhere in the city. He and the girl disappear. As you review the memory, you get a strange feeling that your mind that you can only describe as query. The device wants something from you. Suddenly you remember the memories of the device are possibilities. You can lock one of the memories here so that only that one displays. You don't remember what the purpose that serves, though. Let's look at the Lush Valley. Somehow you know the memory from long ago, centuries ago probably. A man and a woman both have tattoos like your own, surveying a lush secluded valley for some purpose you cannot recall. Underwater city. This memory is recent. 2 men, both with tattoos like your own, are in an underwater city searching for something. The denizens of the city chase them from their quarry and ultimately surround and capture them. Let's go with the besieged city, because I'm really interested in that one. Oh, we can unlock them. Oh, good.
All right.
Oh, this is interesting. I've got a memory device. A strange feeling comes to you as you approach the device. Besieged city. Leave.
Ready.
I feel like this is going to take me back to the besieged city time. Images of man and girl, the only ones that plays across the surface of devices are running a loop. Smashing lore machinery. Smash the device open. Hey, I finally passed one! Success! You strike the machine several times, a particularly mighty blow. A section near the base of the device caves in on itself, shattered pieces, and the synths spill out of the hole. But the clock becomes solid, no longer appears to be multiple periods of time at once. The clock returns to solidity. A strange thing happens in the sky. The sun races across the horizon. Oddly, the buildings in the distance, beyond the edges of the distance... sorry, they still appear in the distance. I think I broke it.
I'll remember that.
Addendum added.
Ready.
Look inside the device, see if you can fix it. Oh shit, I can fix it. Success! Glowing viscous fluid flows up from the ground on top of the chamber within the device. Sifting the synth through the synth shards, you find pieces of filigree grating, diamonds within diamonds. It's been shattered in several pieces by your blow. It makes the remnants hard to find. Fixtures around the sides of the chamber suggest the grating is attached in the midst of fluids, perhaps some kind of sieve. The grating is far too shattered to fix. Perhaps you could find a replacement. Okay. You've seen the symbol and machinery in the city. Might be a place to start looking. I got a new quest. Fix the machine.
Yes. Now.
The machine is solid now. Each of the 3 clock faces show a single time, though none of them point to any time measure that you understand. Healing closer, the 3 shadowy figures still lurk within. Their features almost discernible now. Suddenly, the figures surge out of the clock towards you. Intense pressure strikes your head like a steel spike, and everything goes black. Okay, we're going into a chaos event, I think. Whatever it's called.
Yes. Now.
Hi, guys! Kimosi! Are disoriented. They don't seem to notice you at first. All 3 of them have tattoos like yours. Cast-offs. What befell us? The woman dressed in a powerful-looking armor. Her face bears several scars, yet her eyes have the innocence of a child. Did he do something? Are we still in the clock? What new torture has a changing god have for us? I do not believe so, the second figure dressed in black. There was a man outside the clock, but it wasn't... Okay. It wasn't... It was him. He's a cast-off. Can't say I recognize him, though. What are you talking about? We were ingested into your head. I saw it. How is that possible? Who are you? Nobody. I'm a victim here like you. What's going on? I'm a cast-off like you. Oh. Gold Tide. Woo. I've met scores of cast-offs, yet you're new to my eyes and ears. How can that be? The youngest cast-off I am aware of. Have you remained hidden since your birth? I think we might have been trapped in that clock for centuries, Komos. Something about it messed with our perception. Outside time, we were, perhaps still are. Time is an illusion, how long, blah, blah, blah. Somewhere in my mind, I think. Yes, perhaps you're right. Our consciousness ripped from our bodies when the changing god activated his clock. Then you appeared. It happened again. Our minds ripped from our chronal prison. I cannot be certain, but I believe this is part of some vast mental construct. Your mental construct. What? You mean we just went from one prison to another? You did this. If this is your mind, then let us out. Why did he trap you in the clock? Ah, yes. The three of us once worked alongside our sire, helping keep with his research after he brought the order of truth to the Sangus Clift. We saw him for what he was, selfish and arrogant. Merric helped us to see. I wonder what has become of her since we were imprisoned. I need to find her. He doesn't care about us, not a single one of his children. All of his projects were always about him. He didn't care about anyone. He didn't care if anyone got hurt in the process. We betrayed him. We meant to stun him and to capture him before he could escape to another body. But he was too quick for us. He activated the clock, tearing our minds from our bodies and trapped us here for eternity. I don't know how to get us out of here. Relax, friend, brother. Whether for days or for centuries we survived in that clock, we will survive in this. If time is an illusion, then it is not our enemy. We will find a way. Why can't you get us out of here? Weren't you listening? We're trapped in the clock. I'm looking for a way out, believe me. But if Divinica says what's in your mind, then it's your show. Let me look around. I'll be back.
Yes.
Okay, we're on... Yeah.
Yes.
We're on one of those Mobius strip style things, the triangles.
On it.
I don't see any way out. Your mind, only you have the power to change. What he's trying to say is that this place was created for your body, or perhaps by your body. Our sire placed within each of us unique gifts and abilities. For example, I have never heard tell of another cast-off who could trap consciousness the way that you have. He would not have created this space for you without also giving you the means by which to go through it. Think, what other gifts did our Creator bestow upon you? I chose an aspect of myself when I was born, deep in the heart of the labyrinth. Is that it? I can see what you speak of. This aspect describes you, just as I am virgin, and villain is observant, and Komos is foolish. I object to that characterization. He's not wrong, and you know it. It's the truth. Anyways, you've gotten us out of twice as much trouble as you got us into. These aspects are a description of who we are, but they are not us. That you choose your aspects says quite a lot, but I do not believe that is enough to set us free. I build a path out of a deep fathom of my mind. Perhaps, if there are any other memories to recover, maybe I just don't know what memories to look like, but I don't see anything. It seems we're in agreement. I'm a nano. So is Virgin, but it doesn't like the barking about it. You see, that's just the type of thing that you do. It was a path you chose, not something we gave you. Okay. I don't think I have the ability. You must. We each have our gifts. given to us by our sire for specific purpose. His purpose, of course, but a purpose nonetheless. You press his hand to her chest. They say, for example, foolish though I may be, I have a magical gift of speech. That is not something I chose nor learned, but it is who he made me to be. I'm a master of defensive arts. Our sire learned them when he was in my body, probably built my body to excel at it. I wouldn't call it a gift, but it's me, yeah. I am one with the shadows. I live in them, I breathe them. It is not some esotery I discovered, but a unique ability that our sire chose for me while he was in my body. The gift is in you. Perhaps you just have forgotten. Our sire wouldn't have made this place for you without granting you the power to get out. Focus, find the answer inside yourself. Alright, let's search our old memory hole. You ruffle through your memories past everything you actually remember. In those memories you didn't create yourself, there must be a key to the door, anything that would help you escape this fathom of your mind. Just as you're about to give up, you find something, a cluster of sparks, nascent abilities deep within the core of your being. You sense the abilities to speak eloquently, to use a shield within master skill, and to lurk among the shadows as though they were your home. Oh, all of them. None of these seems particularly suited to creating a path out of this place, but as you sift through them, you know that you are trapped. You are trapped here, not because it is some puzzle your sire left for you to solve, but because you are not yet whole. This is another part, the last part, of deciding who you are and completing yourself. You will also be able to open a path back to the calm of your mind. And I gain 100 XP, nice. Oh, select a focus. Ooh, you hide in the folds between dimensions, evading the most watchful eye, emerging to rend reality and your enemies along with it. Steady things to defend yourself and others, physically, mentally, in any situation. You know the right thing to say in every situation. There's no obstacle. I'm going to go with natural charisma. I'm going to steal her power. That's it, you did it! Does this mean we get back to the real world? I don't think so, villain, but it does mean we're free, finally. Thank you, friend. Go, we will follow. Something's not right. Shadows, angels. It's safer for him to go first.
Of course.
Okay. I'm about to be attacked. Yep. It's that sumbitch. Oh, he knocked me out and went after them. Spend XP to advance your character. Oh, it can also be gained by making discoveries, which we've been doing a lot of this episode. A lot of lore. Oh, we're knocked back into here with our ghosty goo guy. Quest updated, fallen to Earth. I saw what happened. Are you alright? That thing almost killed you. What did happen? It blasted you out of that part of your mind. The sorrow must be gathering its strength, taking places in your mind to keep you from reaching your full potential. I don't know why. It doesn't just destroy you. Maybe the fragments aren't strong enough yet. It's alright, though. We have more important things to do, right? Like, get that chamber fixed. Something feels odd about this man. It takes a while for you to put your finger on it. It's his thoughts. They aren't there. Or rather, they're there, but they're indistinct. A kind of white noise that blends too well with the background. Oh, too well with the background hush of this place. Are you always here? Where else would I be? I found the chamber, but it's broken. Yeah, I saw that. I don't see everything you do out in the main world, but I definitely saw that. You have to find a way to fix it. Who knows? Probably triggered something in your mind, made a bridge you didn't have before. Maybe you did have the bridge once, but you lost it. Alright, yep, we made already changes. Wouldn't surprise you. Your thoughts are fuzzy. Why can't I read them? I imagine it's because we're in a place of pure thought. I'm a construct of pure thought, and that our conversation is taking place placed on levels of thoughts. Most things here aren't real. It'd be like reading your own mind. How do I get back this time? The portal's still there. I don't see why you wouldn't work twice. Why don't I remember this place? I told you as much as I know. It's your mind. It means you're in control. You just have to figure out how to unlock its secrets. I don't know how, but I think the resonance chamber will do that for us. It'll unite us and make us whole again. Alright, later.
All right.
Okay. Go into the chamber. So I have a feeling we're going to be coming back to my mind hole again and again and again. I need to sleep. Oh, well, you can actually have statuses of your quests changed when you sleep. Was the nighttime you're doing? I don't think it was part of the ideal functioning of the clock, but Memnon would know more than me. No matter, you have tried, you proved conclusively that you are not the changing god. Just as well, you did not try to deceive us. I intend no offense, revered one. There are those among your kind who think to inflate their importance, and we always have faith in truth. We're pleased that you're not among that number. But we have answers to your questions, revered one. That is, as soon as we hear the report of what lay within the clock. Tell us. I'm gonna lie. Disappointment on our face. You could not learn their names nor save them. This is a disaster. Nevertheless, we will honor our arrangement. You sought answers who might repair the resonant chamber. We know that your sire built it. Okay. Still unknown to us. Perhaps one of your siblings might know where to find him or her. I know of one other cast-off still in the city, an albino assassin, Metkina. They call her White Death. She wore camouflage cloak and brought destruction in her wake. The last of her I heard of her, she was in the underbelly. Restrained cutter. Seek her out, but be wary. Your travels left you more experience, allowing you to advance. This will grant you choices, improving. Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep tutorials on until I figure this stuff out. Spend your experience points by clicking the plus button next to your experience meter on the left side of the screen. You can choose between 4 advanced steps. When you gain all 4 steps, you will increase your tier, unlocking new selection abilities and other bonuses. I like that I have natural charisma now. Yeah. All right, let's spin some stuff. What's edge? Effort. Oh, okay. Let's increase my intellect because I feel like I need more intellect as I go. And look at that, the red and blue dominant tides. I don't know how to sleep yet, so let's figure that out. But here we go. I mean, we're doing things. I don't know what we're doing or what their effects are, but you know, it's at least interesting. Cold calculating jack. Creature floats behind you in cold armor, clothing, unmoving. Exactly who or what this thing is. Okay. Exquisite. Okay. The creature's thoughts are so obscure as its glass face. Thank you for the you are exquisite as well. Gold tide rays. Sound of the grinding drift fills the gears. The thing's only response. For a moment, stretches uncomfortably. You feel cold scrutiny of it upon you. At last, it speaks again. You burn, but there is no light. Tell me about yourself. Oh, I can only do a 20% bump. Yeah, I failed. Cursed Kwai hungers it feeds in a denied situation. Well, it looks like we bombed that one. So
Yes.
there we go. We got a bunch of quests. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying this game.
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on or where we're going or what we're doing, but hey, it's a cool-ass game, so I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too, and I'll see you. Wait a second, I didn't even do my outro. If you are enjoying it, consider clicking that like button. It helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, click that good old subscribe button, and YouTube will let you know when I get fresh content out. Ew. 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 That just sounds really gross. Click that subscribe button, and YouTube will let you know when I get fresh content out. All that being said, I'll see you next time.